Thanks for the help.
You chose to disregard my advice. So, I assumed you preferred to handle matters yourself.
What was that anyway? You expected me to just stand there and watch him kill that guy?
Or stop him. Permanently. I am trying to unleash the killer instinct in you, boy. The one you try so hard to deny.
That's not who I am. And it's not who I want to be. Ever.
Then, there will always be a greater predator than you.
I guess we'll find out.
Thanks for the smooth ride. I sincerely hope I can return the courtesy by slaughtering you quickly and with minimal agony.
Good day, Mr. Cassidy. My name is Donald Mencken. I want to assure you that you are a most valued guest here at Ravencroft. We're going to learn a lot from you.
And I'll learn a lot from you. Answers you don't even know you have.
Eager. I like that. Well then, let's get started, shall we?
Calling all task force personnel. Due to increased violence involving the gang war and the suspect known as Spider-Man, you are now free to employ extraordinary measures. Enter Phase 2 of the Suppression Initiative immediately.
Spider-Man, it's Whitney. You're #1 on the task force most wanted list. Keep your head down.
So what else is new?
All units, remain on high alert. We've got multiple gang wars breaking out over the Russians' old territories. Everybody wants a piece. It's like the Old West out there, so be careful.
Dispatch, my informants keep telling me about a new figure called the Kingpin, who's moving in to fill the power vacuum. No one seems to know his real name. Could you get some information on that for me?
Kingpin? Great. That's all I need. Some new wannabe trying to build an empire.
Escort units, move into position around the convoy. Keep your eyes peeled. We're moving this evidence because too many bad guys want it. Don't expect them to let it go without a fight.
We're moving stuff that belonged to the Hood. That occult crap totally creeps me out. Makes me feel better you're helping us. Thanks.
My pleasure. The last thing any of us need is more dangerous stuff on the streets. Not being very subtle, are they?
This area seems kind of sketchy.
Stop there! We'll fill you full of holes!
Be cool, we just want your cargo.
Think about it. Is that stuff worth your life?
Worth this week and effort? I feel like you don't respect me.
Nice going, Spidey. Jump on. I have a feeling there's more where that came from. Spider-Man, do me a favor and look up ahead.
Car's wired to explode. Gotta try to neutralize him. Dunked it! Whew! Better up there than down here. Huh. Friendly neighborhood fireworks.
If I was planning an attack, this is where I'd do it. The engine and get out. Last chance. Move it, guys. Get loaded now.
Oh, snap! If you were awake, you'd be impressed.
Hey, Spidey, can you move that?
Why can't they all be like that?
Good work, Spidey. Come on, we're moving out.
These guys aren't messing around. I'll give them this. They're persistent. It's not fun. Ah, never mind. Car bombs. They go off here, it'll be a disaster. Huh, that was fun. Let's do it again. I might just have a future at this. Just in time.
Dispatch car 228, we checked out the game museum. Nothing happening. We talked to the lady who called. She still swears she saw Spider-Man breaking in. But that place is locked up tight. No alarms have been tripped.
Copy that, 228. She probably read one too many of Jameson's editorials.
Kane Museum. That's not far. Might as well check it out. My reputation's bad enough without getting blamed for pilfering Picassos. That'll wake you up!
Hey, yo, I bet that's worth some bank.
Hands off. Stick to the plan. We're waiting for the spider. You set off an alarm and bring the cops. No amount of money's gonna save you from the Kingpin. You dig?
They're setting a trap for me with idiots like this? Not gonna happen. Better take out the cameras, or the cops will blame this all on me. Let's see what I can do before they figure out I'm here. What I'm about
Why did it have to be a museum? Museums are lame. I feel like I'm back in school.
They had field trips in reform school? Yeah, shut your mouth and do your job. The lady says... museum, we go to the museum.
Lots to steal in museums. Great. I think I know who's about to cross my path.
Dr. Spider! I see him!
Fellas, I got him!
Skinny! This one time I fought somebody who was a real loser, and they were still better than you.
Kitty! Yo, over here!
Yeah, he's right here!
Man, I was in the zone. Felicia, why am I not surprised? I expected better from you, Felicia.
What am I supposed to do? Work retail? Guys in skin-tight spider costumes.
You could have hooked up with me. I mean, yeah, I meant work with me. You know, take down bad guys instead of being one.
It's much easier to break the rules, Spider. You should try it sometime. You might like getting a little naughty.
But working for the Kingpin, Felicia? Organized crime? You're better than that.
Oh, you have no idea how good I am.
Dr. Spider! I see him!
Hey, Bald, that you?
This ain't right. You weren't supposed to fight the spider alone. You were supposed to help us, lady.
Let that be a lesson to you, fellas. Follow a woman just because you like the way she fills out a catsuit? You'll be disappointed every time.
That's a first. No man's ever called me disappointing before. You just haven't given me a chance, Spider.
I want to, do the right thing. But your track record isn't great.
Should I have served my time like a good little girl? Get out when I'm old and wrinkly? I don't think so.
You're saying the Kingpin got you out of jail? How much power does this guy have?
That's what it's all about, isn't it? Power. His, yours, and mine.
Gets left out when I use the Seismic blast.
Impressed yet?
Did your mom tell you could be anything you want? Because she was wrong.
I like watching you come into a room, but I like watching you leave even better.
When you put forth this week and effort, I gotta feel like you don't respect me. Spidey doesn't play favorites. Neither does the Seismic blast.
I like to play rough. Have I mentioned I like to watch?
Webs, do your stuff.
I know I'm being fresh, but when you dress like that, what do you expect? Neither of us wants this, but it has to happen. Now you know how the other guy feels when you hide in the
The bad guys are... Just a little closer.
I bet you were the worst hide-and-seek player ever. I hate it when we fight.
And he!
I know I'm playing hard to get, but I'm worth it.
It's my lucky day. Your heart wasn't in this, Felicia. Tell me what he did to you.
I was transferred to Ravencroft. The Kingpin came to see me.
Just to be clear, we're talking about Wilson Fisk.
Yes. He said he knew I was after power and he could give it to me.
You'd owe him. That's how it always works, isn't it?
The doctors did experiments. They called it DNA crafting or crisscrossing.
Cross-species genetics? You've seen what can happen. Why would you do that to yourself?
Boy, you are thick. I did it for you, so I'd be like you, so we could be together. But then the Kingpin ordered me to kill you, or die myself. I couldn't. I can't.
Felicia, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything. I'm not interested in your face, just your lips.
I can get you help. Witness protection, a new life safe from the Kingpin. And maybe someday we can get to know each other like normal people.
I don't want to be normal people. Run away with me. We'll go somewhere exotic. With our power, we can live like royalty. Adventure, excitement, romance. And that sounds terrible to you.
No, but I've got responsibilities.
Well, I'm not one of them. Don't worry about me. I've always done fine with a target on my back.
I can't just let you go.
Fisk owns too many cops. If I'm in custody, I'm as good as dead. You can't do that to me any more than I can do it to you. You ever decide you want some fun in your life? Look me up.
Felicia, wait! It all makes sense. Fisk becomes the Kingpin by eliminating all his rivals with his anti-crime task force, and the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks the other way. But it's not just the task force. I've been taking his enemies down too. And the one who's been pointing me toward them is Kraven. I can't let him get away with this. I need to know more, inside information on Fisk. And I've got an old friend who can get it. You know, I'd love to know how the task force is gonna stop the crime wave when all they ever do is come after me. Harry's more likely to talk to his old pal Peter Parker than some nut in a costume.
Wow. Everyone knows Fisk is crooked. But you're saying he's actually setting himself up as the top crime boss in New York?
That's what I've been hearing. I'm working with Whitney Chang on a story, and she needs proof. You're closer to Fisk than anyone I know.
Not really. He keeps his business private. But, as an investor, I do have access to the task force's financial records.
Oh.
Okay. One of the addresses you gave me came up. Large payments to a security consultant. Fisk handles all the personnel decisions. He's the one who hired this Kravenoff guy. But he cooked the books, so technically, Oscorp's paying him.
He's trying to throw me under the bus.
Join the club.
You okay?
Yeah, it's just... I trusted someone I shouldn't have. And I probably should have seen it, but... after losing my dad and Uncle Ben... I guess I wanted to believe.
You wanted a father figure. I know what that's like. My dad shut me out of his life to focus on saving his own. And all he ended up leaving me was the disease that killed him.
Huh? Harry, I'm sorry. What is it?
It's genetic. Very rare. Degenerative. My father extended his life by spending a fortune while he looked for a cure. I don't have that kind of time.
There's gotta be some hope.
Gene therapy. That's what all my dad's research was about.
Is that why Norman started the cross-species experiments?
Yeah. He thought he could give himself the resistance some animals have to conditions like this. But the closest he ever got was the work he did on spiders with your father.
But Dad disappeared. And his work went with him. Your task force. Their body armor has medical applications. Can it help at all?
It's not a cure, but it can give mobility to people who can't get around on their own. The task force has helped me improve on it, and protect my research from criminals who'd steal it. But it was a mistake to work with Fisk.
He knows you're sick?
He figured it out. And now he's waiting for me to die so he can take Oscorp for himself. Listen, Pete. Take it from a guy who knows. When the people you trust turn their back on you, it's just proof you have to handle your problems yourself. But sometimes, you still need help.
Harry, I'll do whatever I can for you. Just tell me what—
Spider-Man. No one knows for sure how he got his powers. But he looks to me like the only successful, healthy example of cross-species genetics out there. You take pictures of him. You must have some way of reaching him.
Well,
Peter, I need Spider-Man's blood.
That's what I'm talking about.
Suspected burglary in progress. Stand by for location.
Fellas, I got him! Yo, over here!
Don't feel bad. You're not. All right, you're not good. I almost feel like a bully.
Spider-Man showed once again that no crime is too small to escape his notice.
I'll take that. Poor Harry. I want to help him, but Without the proper testing, my blood could actually make things worse.
Awesome. Sometimes I'm extra awesome. Web slinging failed.
If my blood could cure Harry, I'd give it to him in a heartbeat. But it'll take time and lots of research to find out. And he's in no mood to wait. Put this off long enough. Gotta catch up to Harry and talk to him.
You came. Thank you. I'll pay whatever you want.
Mr. Osborn, wait. I've checked with scientists familiar with gene therapy, and I can't give you my blood. It's too dangerous.
Dangerous? I'll die without it.
Not right away. There's still time for more research. Every other cross-species subject has turned into a monster. I don't know why it's different from me. I'm looking into it,
I've paid the top minds in the field to look into it. A fortune. They don't have the answers. I'm willing to take the chance.
It's not just about you. The lizard, the other cross-species, they hurt people.
Get out.
Kill people.
Just get out.
I can't give you my blood until I know
right.
it's safe.
I can't trust anyone.
I'll find out.
I'm on my own.
Mr. Osborn,
No, just go.
Harry is really at the end of his rope. I should have noticed a long time ago, but I was busy being played for a fool by Kraven. I can't believe I fell for his act. But why would he teach me his hunting techniques if he was going to betray me? I guess that's one of the things I'll have to ask him. Kraven! Time for a little mentor-mentee chat. Discuss our mutual goals. Map out a 5-year plan. Explain why you're working for a human jello mold. Looks empty, but maybe I can still find some answers. Kraven must know I'm after him. He left and took most of his stuff. But he didn't have time to get it all. I'm gonna go over this room with a fine-tooth comb. It's all for me. He was gonna kill me and stuff me like a trophy. All this time he's been studying me, testing me, figuring out my strengths, and how to beat them.
How best set a trap?
You're a fake! A coward! This is your idea of a fair hunt?
Oh no. It's only the prelude. The antidote I gave you should remove all effects of the tranquilizer. I want you at the peak of your abilities.
Stop acting like you're King Arthur. All that talk about honor. You lied to me. Betrayed me. For the Kingpin and his money.
That was incidental. I did not betray you. I truly taught you all I knew. Not just so you would eliminate the Kingpin's rivals, but to make you the worthiest possible opponent. The foe I knew you could be. My greatest hunt. Now you are ready. And now we will see who is the hunter and who is the prey.
So you used me to take out the Kingpin's rivals. What about Cassidy? I noticed you jumped in to stop him talking to me.
Cassidy was useful. For a time. He sowed fear and mistrust. He is little more than a beast. It was inevitable he would have to be removed. Always one step behind.
Ambush me from the trees.
You've been a poor sport.
You wanted me to watch Cassidy kill that kid. Why? So I'd kill him? So I'd feel guilty? Just because you're a sick freak?
It was a test to see how strong you could be. If you could stomach the spilling of blood. I admit, you disappointed me.
I'm still waiting for an explanation for your mustache.
Impossible. I studied you. You are not capable of this kind of fury. You lack a killer instinct. Yet you flail around like a drunken sailor.
Let's not fight. Ah, never mind. Let's fight.
You grasp at shadows.
True. I get as angry as you do. I want to hurt my enemies just as much. The difference is, I know it's wrong. You're deliberately moving really slowly? Is this like... It'll be hard to spot him in those trees, but I have to try.
I can smell your fear.
No one gets left out when I use the Seismic blast.
Good. Your own senses betray you. Come get me, fool. I'm right here.
He's in the trees. Gotta find him before he springs a trap.
There is no escape.
Did your mom tell you could be anything you want? Because she was wrong.
I will not. And so be it. To the death.
No! That's your way. On my watch, no one dies.
I beg you, kill me. Give me death over defeat.
You're saying death isn't defeat? You planning on coming back as a Kraven zombie or something? Anyway, I won. That means I call the shots.
What are your terms?
You're a few episodes short of a season, Kraven, but you've always had your own loony code of honor. So you're gonna tell me how to get to the Kingpin. The truth. Everything you know.
Very well. You have won that right. Ask, and I shall answer.
I ran into someone who says Kingpin gets test subjects at Ravencroft. How?
The institution has lost all government funding. It now relies upon private donors. of which Fisk is the largest, now that Norman Osborn is dead.
And they just let him experiment on inmates like some kind of Dr. Chubbenstein?
They encourage it. They view the inmates as hopelessly damaged, useful only as test subjects.
I know you. You're always checking out your surroundings. You notice everything.
Yes, it's true. I met with Fisk in his building, where I took note of the locations of his cameras, weapons, and accessible points of entry. He has a Telec 4566 security system, and I know the passwords.
Well, you get a gold star. Draw me a map, and don't leave anything out.
The information I have given you will get you inside the building, but you must still face Fisk himself.
I'll distract him with cupcakes.
This is why you will lose. You underestimate him. He has fought for his life since he was a boy. If you show even a moment's weakness, he will see it and kill you.
The old killer instinct, huh? A lot of good it did you. I'm not sure if the cops can pin anything on you, but if not, take my advice and go back to Russia. Fisk doesn't seem as forgiving as I am.
Are you kidding me? With everything going on in the city, they're sending task force guys out of town?
I heard it's about that stolen Oscorp tech. Some kind of armor they're trying to get back.
So? We need backup now. But they don't care if working stiffs like us get killed.
This is my chance to find out what the task force's real priorities are.
I'm not used to driving that kind of truck. Why can't Tony come?
Because we're going to see the boss. And only his top guys get to know where he goes when he's not here. So shut up and do your job.
I had a feeling listening in on those guys might pay off. Now to stick to their truck and let them take me right to the fat man himself.
Tell him we've got the delivery. I'll watch the truck. You got it, boss. I have eyes on Spider-Man!
I'm having a good day. You having a good day? No? When you put forth this week and effort, I gotta feel like you don't respect me. All the armor in the world can't fix stupid. Why can't they all be like that?
Spread out. Secure the area.
You got it.
I want a perimeter set up. All points of entry watched.
I'm on it.
I catch anyone slacking off, they'll end up padding my arrest stats.
Understood, sir.
Maintain radio contact. Check in every 5 minutes.
I'll spread the word.
The boss wants everyone working double shifts.
I'll tell the boys.
Task Force cops working with crooks. No. Who could have possibly predicted that? Except everybody.
I'm not sure about the Kingpin. I don't like working for a guy whose name I don't know.
His money's green, and if you ask too many questions, it's bad for your health. That's all you need to know.
Nighty-night.
Bam! There he is!
Can you at least say some fun bad guy things like, "Curse you, Spider-Man"? I love that one.
Got the spider! Oh, is that you?
Shh. People work around here. Admit it. Even you're impressed. That armor's too big an advantage, but it doesn't make him any faster. Ionic weapon.
You've been busy, Spider-Man. There went more.
Fellas, I got him!
I can check that one off my list. Huh? This one time I fought somebody who was a real loser, and they were still better than you.
It really is so hard to get good help
Task
these
Force.
days.
I don't like work.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy being unconscious.
Ah, come on, what's a spider gonna do? An excuse to bust him for assaulting an officer.
Damn.
Okay, Ionic webbing, let's redecorate.
You're not so scary in person.
You're a fool, Spider-Man. You think those blackies will let you do anything more than just lay you?
You're all tricks. No more tricks.
You put forth this week an effort? I gotta feel like you don't respect me.
Target acquired. Open fire.
Do you know how much you cost me? But the bill is coming due, Spider-Man.
Spidey doesn't play favorites. Neither does the Seismic blast. Looks to me like the elite task force wasn't all that elite.
I'm sure you're quite pleased with yourself, but the night is young.
Can't turn my back on people in need.
Here he is. Yo, over here.
Ionic webbing's my best shot. The armor's only as good as the guy inside. If I take them those guys, it'll confuse everybody. robots any day. These robots don't talk your ear off.
I may have to take it over. And in it, sordid matter.
No fancy tricks, time to fight like men. Now you just a scrawny kid, ain't you?
Did your mom tell you you could be anything you want? She was wrong.
That mask don't scare me.
Some days you just got it.
Here, he's right here!
Huh? I'll take that. Sometimes I even impress myself. No more games, Buffalo Butt. Just you and me. What, no elevator music? This guy's cheaper than Jameson. Smells like sweaty fat guys and burritos in here. No offense to burritos. Well, if it isn't the Kingpin! Catchy name, but I have to say, you look more like a bowling ball than a pin. Or maybe a beach ball?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm impressed. You take control of crime in New York right under everybody's nose. The whole city knows you're crooked, and everyone still kisses your tuchus. Which must take what, like a week? A lot of ground to cover is what I'm saying.
The only criminal I see is the masked man guilty of breaking and entering into my private building. A violent vigilante. The Daily Bugle has branded a menace.
Fine, play it like that. But one way or another, you're going down.
And now you've threatened me. I dare say Jonah Jameson will praise me as a hero after I kill you. In self-defense, of course.
You set Cletus Cassidy loose on the city. Not just to wipe out your rivals, but to scare people. To make things so bad, when you took over, it'd look like you fixed it.
And who else is gonna fix things, huh? You? Running around in a costume, acting out some adolescent fantasy? I live in the real world, Spider-Man. Not so confident now, are you? Where are your fat jokes now?
When you cut yourself shaving, marshmallow fluff comes out.
You're a fool to challenge me! Faces a man.
You're so fat, when you wear a yellow raincoat, people yell, "Taxi!"
Come down here immediately! You expect me to fight him myself? People don't expect a crime-free utopia. They want a world that makes sense, where if you stay out of bad neighborhoods, you don't get hurt. They want Order!
You're wrong! People want justice. They want to know that if they work hard and play by the rules, the same rules everyone else has to follow, they'll be okay.
What an amusing world you live in, boy! Not so confident now.
When you put forth this week and effort, I gotta feel like you don't respect. It's like a bouncy house, am I right?
I'll make an example of you! You're a fool to challenge me!
You're so fat I could have you arrested for 10 pounds of crack. By which I mean butt crack. Right out with some cold water.
I've had enough of you! You brought this on yourself!
You're so fat, you're the same height lying.
What do I pay you for? Get down here! What people want is men like me to make the hard choices. To make the wheels of the world turn so they can work their pathetic jobs and live their small lives. At the end of the day, knowing that someone strong is in charge.
Hey man, I get it. You were a bullied fat kid, and now you want to get even. You want to start a software company? But when you start hurting people, when you turn into the bully yourself, I'm gonna shut you down.
You know nothing about me. Nothing about my life. You have no idea what I've done to survive.
You're so fat, so talk to me. Let's hear it. You hired Kraven, Cletus Cassidy. You're so proud of it, tell me what you did. You're so fat your high school yearbook photo was taken from a helicopter. No?
I'm not a fool, Spider-Man. I've admitted no wrongdoing, broken no laws. There's no evidence against me.
I have proof you paid Kraven.
No, my task force did. As a security consultant. I am shocked and horrified to hear he's done anything improper. If indeed he has. He was hired for his legendary skills and a strong code of conduct that would never allow him to betray a client.
Kraven might not give you up, but Cassidy will.
A lunatic like that? Oh, come now. His word can hardly be believed. And besides, a man would have to be a fool to deal with someone of his ilk directly. I assure you, I am no fool. I'm afraid, Spider-Man, that you are the only criminal here.
Yeah? We'll see about that.
This is not an action film, boy. Just because you're young does not mean you can hack my security and gain access to my personal... How are you doing that?
Huh. Now who's underestimated who?
Stop that! I demand you stop!
All units. Max Dillon has escaped custody and is at large in Sector 4.
What did you do?
I have no idea what you mean. Thank you for showing me my areas of vulnerability. I assure you, they will be gone when you return.
He's using those generators to make an energy shield. Gotta take him out. Times Square seems to be the center of all this.
Just like a bug. You head for the light when you know he'll kill you. That won't help you. I've got more than enough power to burn you to ash. No one cares. Well, I'll make them care. I don't have time to waste on you.
I can't get through that energy field. Looks like he's drawing the power for it from generators.
You can't get to me, Spider-Man! You'll run for your life! This is your last chance! Leave now! Everyone in here is doomed! You should feel lucky you're on the other
If I don't wreck those generators, I'm not getting anywhere near Times Square.
Get out of here, Spider-Man, before you get squashed! You should have run away while you could. Now you'll die!
Score!
I won't let you leave me in the dark! Never again!
Shields are down. Times Square, here I come. I recognize that guy. What happened to him?
I warned you to stay away. Now it's too late.